achieve. Okay, dude, you ready? Hey, baby.
This won't take long. Hey, just wait here a sec.
We are their cattle. You're okay. We are their cattle. You're okay. We are their cattle. We are being bred for slavery. You're okay. This one, real fucking ugly.
Talking to the horse.
We are their.
Talking to the horse. Talking to the horse. Talking to the horse. Talking to the horse.
We are their cattle.
You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
I never really believe what women say to me.
You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
We are their cattle. We are being bred for slavery.
He fell on my head. He fell.
What do you think? Back in? Never mind. I'm going to bring it back in. I'm moving things and I say,
we are the,
I was born for the first time. I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
whoa, that's what you think, huh? I don't know. Back in for another episode of Lion and the Truth coming straight to you. Let me pause the music for a little bit. No freestyle today. I'm going freestyle anyway. That's kind of how I do it. I am recording. There's audio. I got the magic on the background. I can see my face. Cameras, there's no squares. See how many times I can stare at myself or stare at the camera. Hopefully I stare more at the cameras rather than just stare at myself, because I'm like, that's where I'm at over there. That's where my screen's at. See, that's screen's over there, so I should be looking, boom, there, or at least there. You know, I get wild, I can look over there, but it doesn't matter if you're listening, which is, my listening audience is growing also, which is great. Appreciate everybody going to the website. Website is getting a lot of attraction. Please buy some merch, lots of t-shirts, lots of things available. We have these people modeling these shirts, and check them out. Lots of new t-shirt designs. Check it out. I got artists right now working on cover art for the website, cover for books, cover for... Man, I've been working our butt off, doing a lot of stuff. Tonight I'm going to go do stand-up. I walked away from my job today. Off of the Catalina Island. How about this? I read this. Off the Catalina Island, there was companies that were in the 1940s and 50s that were just dumping DDT. Yeah. They were in Catalina Island. They were dumping DDT just in the ocean. They thought it would break down in the ocean, would just break down all the crap. But instead, it was really thick, and it flowed to the lowest parts of the Catalina seafloor, and then just the bad parts washed off. But the DDT just concentrated to a highest form of DDT possible, all sitting there off the island of the Catalina Islands. All from the 1940s and 50s, but luckily there was some government regulation to say, hey, and also Environmental Protection Agency saying stop doing that. But they say that the amount of DDT on the bottom floor of the Catalina Islands is bigger than the city of San Francisco. So that's some crazy stuff, huh? Man, I can't believe that. But then again, I can. You know, that's a lot, but, you know, what are you thinking? Tekashi 6ix9ine, he got beat up yesterday. I was talking to a guy the other day. He said, man, I hate that guy. He's a snitch. And I think he did snitch, but I think the story was that he was in a gang, and the gang took advantage, like Tekashi like took him in. I don't like that guy at all. Don't know any of his songs, but I think the gang that he was in took advantage of his house and stole money, and even like stole some rights to some music, and then even fucked his girlfriend. What time was it? 14 minutes? Hell yeah. So yeah, even hooked up with his girlfriend. So some dirty stuff in there, you know? So yeah, you know, and then they went to, you know, they got arrested, and they was like, hey man, make sure you don't snitch on me. He's like, wait, you guys robbed me. You guys robbed me? You guys stole the love of my life? And obviously she wasn't, probably. But still, you know what I mean? There's at a certain point, the business agreement is broken. You know, at one point, the agreement is to, hey, we stick together. Don't screw each other over. But once you screw each other over, it's like, oh, the contract's broken, right? We're no longer under contract. So, anyways, people didn't like him, so they beat him up. Not good. Not a good sign for the public. Man, all week we thought Donald Trump was getting arrested. You know, here's the thing we don't talk about. I might have talked about this already. But, you know, Donald Trump's wife, Melania, was pregnant when he hooked up with Stormy Daniels. No one even cares about that. The whole point, what about the poor Melania? She sits at home, pregnant. No one cares about her. But we're about family values. And that's the point I always try to say. These Republicans do not care about women, period. You know, there was some talk earlier about Ted Nugent this last week. He pointed out that he writes a song about jailbait, by having sex with underage girls up to 15, 14 years old. He had a girl emancipated, and people were like, well, he didn't marry her. No, he didn't marry her. He just had intercourse with these young girls. He would openly say, I would tell the parents, hey, I don't use drugs or drink. Here's a little bit of money. She's going to come hang out with me in my jet. I'll bring her back. All used up. Their 14 or 15-year-old daughter, like, super weird and gross. It's so, ugh. They would make excuses for it. They would just like, oh yeah, that was the time. Like, no, that wasn't the time. That's not what we do. Yeah. And then you look at the video. Even the girl who was 17, she said, yeah, a lot of people did not agree with the relationship they had at the time. So people don't even, you know, what they're saying is doesn't agree with the person who was involved in the situation at the time. She said it was frowned upon, and people are like, well, it was how they were back in the day. There are some states that were 14. You think that's okay? Maybe you should say, man, they were making all kinds of mistakes. Kind of gross, huh? The Virgin Mary was 12. Ugh. Gross. The Bible's gross. But, I mean, like, people don't pay attention to shit. Toxic masculinity. I saw something the other day, people were talking about, like, you know, there never been a time in life where we just tried, you know, libertarianism, or, you know, we've tried never really tried a modern socialist society. And they're actually, take that back. Yeah, there are modern socialism societies, and they're over there, like Sweden, Switzerland, or whatever it is, and Norway. But yeah, and they work out. They're better than over here. You know, people might say that their economy's not that great. Yeah, they're still in a frozen wasteland, and they're not mass producing stuff like America, the great mass producer. You are correct, sir. But imagine if you take this awesome crunchy country. If you take this awesome country and then add it with some awesome abilities to make capitalism, socialism, all these things work together, where the country is better. You know what I mean? You're more likely to be involved in peace when you have peace. It makes sense. If you have money and life and happiness, you're less likely to go try to cause a problem. You want to protect your peace from people who try to take it because they don't have it, or they're greedy and want to take more. But if everybody was just peaceful and had their stuff, and everybody had their own jet skis, no one's going to be harassing people about, hey, I can't wait to go to heaven and get a jet ski. Because Elon has like 4 jet skis on prostitutes on jet skis. But, you know, but one of the places I was going to point out is toxic masculinity. People always say, I don't know how masculinity be toxic. Well, is there an example? Is there an example out there of toxic? Ladies and gentlemen, has there ever been a time
Put on these glasses.
where you had toxic masculinity inside the world?
I was taking a poop.
Sorry. And then, you know, yeah, prison. Prison is a perfect example of what would happen if you had toxic masculinity. Prison, you have a it's all male, all men, but well documented for, 100 years. And then they have a system there. The races are separate. Like people say, we should just keep the races separate. There's lots of stabbings. There's rapes. There's still drugs. There is a hierarchy. You know what I mean? But if you're stepping out of line, people are getting fucking stabbed and killed and pushed around, and it's very aggressive, and everybody's watching their back. You know, you never know what's going to happen, but people are respectful, but then also some, what you might think respectful might not be respectful in your position in a normal, free society. You know what I mean? If you think prison is so peaceful, just everybody just go to prison. But it's not the greatest place to be. But 100% a toxic mask. It's not like today we're talking about our feelings. They're going in there and just having a great. No, it's a, all male dominated, masculine, alpha males type situation. And if you think that's a great living situation for kids and women and to nourish opportunities, then you don't know that they call that the amount of return prisoners. They call that when they've actually been. Anyways, the people aren't turning into the prison and out of the prison in large numbers to be productive members of society. I wish we could do that. I wouldn't say it's the fault of the people in the prison, more the fault of our society in the prison itself. Granted, there are lots of people who are just bad, and I guarantee lots of people in prison will point out that I know lots of people that, man, if you let that guy out, bad things are going to fucking happen. And there's some people like that, always from time, Genghis Khan too, never stop, because we are a wild civilization, wild bunch, and back to alpha males and control, and people are always want what they want, and sometimes they feel the way they feel, and they want to take what they want to take. I'm not saying it's right, but definitely have a set of rules to try to protect people and their property, and I think that's a great point. You want to know what masculinity is? You go in there to prison. That's how it is. Task in life, want to deep fry. I was taking these freaking woke ass air fryers. I'm kind of sick of them. I talked about it many times. Woke ass air fryers, like 8 gay dudes with hair dryers, just trying to cook you up some french. He wants a French fry. Oh, he said corn dog. Watch this. I'll get it crispy. Davey, you blow it too. I'll get it like this, Dave. Hair dryer. I need Americans, it can be as a deep fryer. Deep frying, got oil, hot lava. You put your hand in it, melt your skin off. It get too hot, catch on fire, burn your house down. Put a turkey on it, explode. That's America, Instead of this whirlwind. Can we stop calling things ninja? I got a blender. It could be a ninja, but my air fryer, just 8 gay dudes with the hair dryer. Anyways, California said they're about to give reparations for the black community of California, about $360,000 per person. I never thought I wanted to get 23andMe so much in my life. You know what I mean? 1%? Nah, dog. Double check that. I'm pretty sure I'm at least 3.5. 1%, that's $3,600. I need 3.5. That'd be another 6, boom, 12, 18, 18 plus 9, 18, 24. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot more money. That's what I'm talking about. I mentioned I have ADD, maybe. Oh, who knows? I went to the doctor. Speaking of, man, doctors. My wife always says, like, man, you just always have these situations. I mean, I don't know. I always think about holding people accountable. One, I'm just a normal guy, and I don't want power. That's not my thing. Power, control. It's never been something I'm like, I can't wait to have power or control. Except for, like, I was thinking the other day, I hated, like, electronic cars. You put a battery in, you push on the ground and watch it go. There was like a magic car truck. I remember, like, it was like the claw. The wheels had claws on it. But you just, like, push go and then just go forward until it ran into a chair or something. And I just didn't like that. I just thought it was the dumbest thing ever. Like, at least I can control it. But then even, like, controlling it, like, okay, now I'm just going left or right until, I run into a chair, and then I'm just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until I get away from that chair. This is dumb. You know what I mean? So I need somebody to do some backflips. I need an intensity. So I guess I need a little bit of control. But, in life, I just don't need I never needed that much control, I just want to live my life. Oh, so that's always been. I must not strive by power. I don't know. I strive by opportunities. I really strive on trying to give other people power and opportunities. Not power of me, but it's like power of their own life. That's why I like coaching. And when I was always a foreman, I was trying to raise people up to opportunities. And as soon as I can get people to be a foreman of their own, like, man, I think you're pretty good at this, or hey, man, you're not very good. You got to wash out, or you know what I mean? Like, certain people had certain jobs tasked. To me, I wanted a bunch of foremen, but I said I wanted a lot of attention, but not a lot of accolades. But I do want that money. Do want that cash money. Oh, it's got that 8 hair dryer, deep fryer. Okay, what else I got going here? Yeah, what else to say? Back to the doctor. Yeah. Went to the doctor, check out my back, my neck, and my back. My back has been hurting for like a decade. I'm pretty sure something's broken in there. But, you got to go about and smile. Everything's great. Yeah. Oh, don't back hurting. I'm cool. Ba, 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 ba. I need shoulder surgery, but I'll get that one day too. Just busy in life, got to keep on working. Matter of fact, when I hurt my shoulder when I worked for PG&E, they doubted I was actually hurt. It's like, you're not hurt. I'm like, dude, like, you're still...
We are their cattle.
Like, you're still working. I'm like, I have to work. I mean, like, yeah. And they do an MRI, and my arm's barely hanging in there. So, yeah, my back's been jacked up. Finally, I go to the doctor. And the doctor, she misses... I keep forgetting her dumb name. Montego, whatever it is. She's just really mean. From day, she don't believe anything. She's like, what do you want? What are you taking for your back pain? I'm like, smiles? It's like, no, like medication. I'm like, I'm not taking any medication. She's like, oh. She's like hoping like I was taking some pain pills. You know what I mean? But if you take a bunch of ibuprofen and Tylenol, that stuff will kill you. So, and I don't need, drugs to be constantly just popping in, Vicodin. And then my fingers and thumbs are always numb. Like when I play guitar, I can only last about a song or two until like the pick starts falling out my hand. And she's like, "Are your pinky hurt?" I'm like, "No." "Have you ring finger?" No. It's just these other ones because I just looked it up today. I'm like, I'm gonna look it up on YouTube. I look it up. I guess the pinky and ring finger are signs of carpal tunnel syndrome. But I'm like, no, it's not carpal. It's my neck. And then because I've heard many times, even like Rogan and people talk about it, I'm like, that's exactly where I feel. And then she didn't even want to help me, even though like the doctor after I got an X-ray is like, hey, there's some problems. There's some built growth here. It's like that shouldn't be why you shouldn't have pain for that. I'm like, well, right now, like I'm in tremendous pain right now. And she's like, didn't even believe me. I'm like, and she's like, I'm just going to send you to physical therapy. I'm like, so right now, I'm telling you, I'm having a hard time. My hands are numb. I have a hard time sleeping. My back is killing me. And you're telling me that if I go stretch, that will solve all those problems? And she was silent. She didn't say nothing. I said, look, obviously there's a problem with my back. You need to send me to the doctor. I said, when I came in before with my shoulder, you said there was nothing wrong. I got an x-ray, the doctor said, or MRI, the doctor said, you need surgery on both shoulders. You were wrong. On both cases, you were completely wrong. I knew I needed a surgery because I've had 2 surgeries before, so I knew that you were wrong. I said, you're wrong here. She even looked it up. I see it on my chart. Look at it. I said, you're looking it up, aren't you? And she's like, I see that you were sent for a shoulder surgery, but I don't see that I was saying that it was wrong. I'm like, no, you did. We did the same thing before. And then I said, the x-rays that I took for my neck and back this time, I posted them online, and people have made comments about what was wrong. So you want me to send you to a specialist for your neck and back for a spinal? I'm all, yeah. I'm all, you're a family practitioner or whatever it is you are. You're a general person. You're general, and you're supposed to be like cater to me to send me to other places. But she wants to keep me there because she wants to collect the money. But if I go to another doctor, I don't go back to her for a year. But she needs me to keep coming back to her so she can get paid, send me her drugs. And I don't want to take any medication. She keeps on trying to hit me up with some medication. I'm like, no, lady. I heard Prime 13, the owner of that, is a total dipshit. I heard he had a restaurant in Visalia and then last minute closed up shop, locked the doors, and didn't pay any of his employees for the last 2 weeks. So, yeah, fuck that guy. I heard at Prime 13 here in Fresno. That's all allegedly. But I heard yesterday from a cop. So I heard Cheyenne in Kingsburg is one of the better steakhouses around nowadays. Just check that out if you get a chance. Tire shop over on Clovis Avenue. Amazing tire shop. I got some Just Joe's breakfast today. Pretty amazing. Man, I wish I had there was a smoke shop over on Willow and Shaw next to Little Caesars. Check out them. They're great guys. Tell them Reuben sent you. Also, the taco place right there on Shaw and Willow. Tell them Reuben sent you. I'll be doing podcasts tonight. My album's out, 3-Chord Symphony. I put another single out. Go check out that. My books are edited and ready to go. Streamer and Double Wing It. Those are out. Like I said, I got a couple more books coming out right now. I'm trying to get some people in here to record for a movie. Just keep it going. Feel free to go hit PayPal, donate, like, subscribe. All the good stuff that you want to do, just whatever you want to do. Just, see here. I don't know why that didn't work that way. There we go. Yeah. So, join, like, subscribe.
We are there. 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 We are their cattle. We are their cattle. We are being bred for slavery.
I never really believe what women say to me.
So, that's where we're at there.